So we're making these letters, Jimmy, because we got ourselves a sign going up. Not your first sign.
No, I've been making signs for a long time.
How long? Since you were how old?
About 16.
How did you end up in a sign shop at age 16?
I started on the bandsaw, my dad's shop. My dad got me going on the bandsaw early on, and I needed a summer job. So I walked past the sign shop, and the guy says, "What can you do?" I said, "I'm good on the bandsaw." It was at a time, now everything's CNC, but at the time I knew all the letters were cut on a bandsaw. I would see signs in town, and I knew that the sign shop made them. And I said, "I know I can make these signs." And the guy kind of laughed at me because I was so young. And he said, "Well, come in on Sunday, or come in on a Saturday and show me what you could do." So I came in and the boss was there, and he gave me a couple of letters, hand drawn at the time, and I cut right on the line.
Just knocked it out.
Yeah, and then I basically would sit
Well,
there.
what does he say at that point? He's like, come
"Well,
back Monday?
He goes, "You are good." Yeah, he's like, "So come back." So I would work on weekends, Saturdays, and I would sit at the bandsaw with my Walkman on and just cut letters all day long. The art shop would just bring out piles of plexiglass with letters glued on them, and I would just bandsaw them out all day long.
Same process. Someone either hand draws or they print it, so the paper letter on plexiglass.
Exactly.
And you just start zipping through it.
Yep. And then I learned the technique of laying them out. So you have a big sheet of plexiglass, and then you lay all the letters out by eye. You give yourself a couple of baselines with like a grease pencil that would wash off later, and then you use. I learned the technique of using the end of the eraser. You use the eraser to twist and space letters. So you step back, you look, you use the end of the eraser so you're not going to scratch, you don't leave a fingerprint on anything.
Right.
And by twisting the eraser against the plexi, you can shift the letters around.
So when you're laying them out on a piece of plywood or plexiglass in this case, you want to get everything to fit so you don't have too much waste, but you're also thinking where your blade's going to go? Like, how do I get from here to there easily?
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about once you cut the plastic letters out, you lay them out on the background. Like, you ever see like a Chinese restaurant?
Yeah. Now you're in the background. I got
Yeah,
you.
so we after we'd cut the letters out, we just gang them up on paper as tight as possible. You'd nest them so you don't waste material. But then when you lay the signs out, you have to literally space out the letters so it looks right. You said you draw a baseline with a grease pencil, and then using your eraser, you'd be able to shift letters around, get all your kerning, all your spacing between letters right.
So an artist is drawing the letters by hand. You're cutting them by hand.
That's right.
You're laying them out by hand.
Exactly.
Everything's just freehand.
Everything.
Remarkable.
And now it's all CNC.
Yeah.
Almost everything is done on a CNC machine.
But here you are, still making letters.
But here we are making letters by hand. I get a lot of fans write me and they say, "I never ever would have thought I could even do this. It was never even like something I considered to be part of something I ever wanted to do."
That's great.
Simple stuff. Wood, flashing, screws, and light bulbs.
Yeah, man, you are a force. Love working with you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.